Good morning, Nick Markey here, online fitness coach, physical therapist, here going on my daily walk. It's Sunday, 28th, maybe? Yeah, we'll just go with that. Might be the 29th. Anyways, here on my daily walk with my faithful companion Snickers here. Today I wanted to do a quick little video on there are no hacks. What do I mean by that? The internet is littered with all the clickbaity titles. Clickbaity, if you don't know what that means, are the titles that are like this one weird trick, or this, doctors hate this stay-at-home mom for the thing she's created, or some crap like that. It's all just marketing, okay? Now, nothing inherently wrong with marketing. It's how you get people's attention, right? And obviously, if you use a clickbaity title, but the content is actually pretty good, then, you could argue that there's some value in that, right? Because ultimately, your content and information and what you're putting out there to the world doesn't really matter unless people are actually using it, right? In a way. But oftentimes there are these hacks promoted, right? Like, this diet hack, this workout hack, all these, basically, in my opinion, bogus marketing. Like, oh, if you just did this, you'll, lose 30 pounds in 30 days, which is like pretty insane. Trying to lose that much weight all at once. It's probably not the best thing in the world. And ultimately, they're geared because they're more geared, obviously, aesthetically, like how people look, because that tends to tie with emotions first rather than like health. And then obviously some of the things that you do to make yourself look better oftentimes also make you healthier. So like eating a more balanced diet to help control your body fat and your weight, eating or working out consistently, to build muscle mass, which is one of the best things you can do for your health. Will also make you look better, look healthier. Getting enough sleep helps all that, plus more. Managing your stress, likewise. So they're kind of non-sexy things to talk about, but in reality, they're what works. It can be boring, but it works, and that's the tough part. That's a hard thing to sell. Ultimately, what matters most is consistency. Are you doing the thing over time, over months and years, on the regular, instead of just every so often, right? Not that you get zero benefit. Sorry, the sprinklers just came on over here. Not that you get zero benefit from, like, if somebody were to do, solid couple months of working out and then kind of lax the rest of the year. Not that there'd be zero benefit from that. I'm sure there is some benefit to that, but ultimately we want to be consistent with it over that long term to get the best, overusing the word long term, but long term outcomes, over, many years and decades even. So staying consistent with eating a reasonable diet, staying consistent with exercise, including lifting weights, resistance training. And there are no hacks to that. There is no fitness hack that will, quote unquote, shred you in 30 days or less or whatever. It's just exercise. You're better off developing a well-balanced routine that will improve, your muscle mass, will improve your conditioning, all that jazz. Same thing with the diet. Going on some ridiculous cleanse or detox or something instead of just eating a more balanced diet. Again, that's not sexy. That's not, it's not really easy to market, to be honest, because it's boring as hell to talk about that. It's boring as hell to talk about that. It's just about being consistent with it day in, day out. Okay. So again, there are no hacks. So when you start hearing people use the word hack in general, and they're not referring to like, computers, hacking the mainframe, fighting the man, all that kind of jazz, black hat, white hats. And they're referring to maybe biology or biohacks or fitness hacks or nutrition hacks. There are none. It's all about consistency. It always has, and at this time, it always will be. Yeah, maybe, I'm a lover of sci-fi and all that great stuff, fantasy and stuff, so maybe there'll come a point where we legitly have like augmented systems in our body that allow us to hack, but as of right now, current state of affairs, there are no hacks. Okay, it's all about consistency. What can you do every day to make yourself better? And you know me, I'm all about every little bit counts. So if you're doing absolutely nothing and you want to start doing something, go for a 5-minute walk, maybe a few 5-minute walks, several times a day, right? Try to build up to a total of 30 minutes over a day if you break it up, right? Start doing, a few body weight exercises. If you're doing nothing, do some squats just without any weight or anything. Just find a chair, stand up, sit down as many times as you can until your legs get tired. Do some counter push-ups or wall push-ups if you need to. As many as you can until you get tired. Start with something. Push your body, push your muscles, push your mind. It's all working at the same time. So, and there's no hacks. You just have to do it. That's just the reality. You don't get the reward by thinking about it. Thinking about it's good, but you don't get the reward unless you actually do it. There's no hacking that. All right? Sorry to burst the bubble. But if you want the results, you got to do something. It's just the way it is. It's unsexy marketing, because I'm sure you see all sorts of stuff out there that's like 30-day shred, do this and you'll get a 6-pack in 30 days or whatever BS. Okay. Claiming you're going to lose like 20, 30 pounds, crazy stuff like that. Again, as we know of our best science right as of right now, that's probably not the best way to do it, because it ain't going to last. It's most likely what's going to happen. You're going to do it and you're going to just quit, because it's usually brutal. Anyways, thought I'd just hop on today, Sunday, bursting bubbles. One way to help you stay consistent, obviously, is hire a coach. Help you come up with a plan. It helps because you have somebody, one, you're invested, right? If you put money onto something, you're more likely to actually do the thing. Two, you have somebody, like another human being that you're accountable to, that you have to check in with, who wrote you this plan. So you're going to be like, well, I probably should do this because this person's like giving me this thing to do. Three, helps you reduce you having to think about it, right? Heck, plenty of coaches, myself included, hire coaches to write stuff for them, right? Because it's nice to just not have to think about it. I'm not emotionally invested in it. I just go look at the plan and go, okay, cool, gonna do that. Instead of having to sit there and think about it, and then, you start to come up with all sorts of excuses of why I can't do X, Y, Z. Yeah, just hire a coach, have them write you a plan for nutrition, for, exercise, promote, all the other aspects with like sleep and stress, help you with that if you need to, and then just hit the big green button, go and do it every day. All right. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Talk to you tomorrow.